Morning, student. Hope you all are good and staying at your home safely. So, students, yesterday I had finished my chapter till page number 32 and half of the paragraph of page number 33. So, I'll just go again with the just go give you a quick review of the chapter till now. Like this, in this story, we come across a statue who at one time a real prince, and this prince was alive, and he was very happy person at that time when he was alive. He lived in the palace and did not know about human suffering like the pain or the poorness or anything, and his life was full of joys. Upon his death, his statue was built at the top of a tall column in the city. Now that statue was covered all over with the thin leaves of fine gold. For eyes, they had put two bright sapphire and a large red ruby glowed on his that hilt of the sword. And the statue of the happy prince looked beautiful, and everyone in the city loved to see their prince. Since he was placed high above the city on a tall column, the prince was able to see all the sorrow and suffering which the common people faced in their daily life. But he don't know when he was alive, as sorrow had never entered in his palace. So the prince was able to witness everything, but the prince remained ignorant of them during his lifetime. This made the prince once happy and also very sad. His eyes got watered, and large drop of tears began to run down his golden cheeks. Once a little swallow, a bird who had alighted between the feet of the happy prince to spend a night there, became curious to know where did the drop of water fall from. So when he looked up and saw the eyes of the happy prince, which was full of tears, the bird took pity on the prince and became ready to help him in his desire to ease the suffering of the common people, to help the common people means. So he became the messenger of the prince, and also agreed to remove the fine gold and jewels from his statue to distribute them among the poor and the needy people. So he started with plucking the ruby from the prince's sword and gave it to the semester who had no money to feed her ill child. And then he plucked a sapphire from one of the eyes of the statue and gave it to the playwright who was too poor to lit a fire in the winter to continue his writing. And he was also very hungry and feeling weak. One day, the prince saw a match girl who was being beaten by her father for letting her matches fall in the gutter. So the prince's heart filled with the pity for that, with pity for that girl. So he immediately commanded the swallow to pluck out his other eye and help the girl. But as I told you yesterday, that the swallow was not ready to do so, because this would make the prince completely blind. So he plucked out the, but on being insisted by happy prince towards swallow, swallow plucked out the prince's other eye also, and passed and swapped past the match girl and slipped that jewel on into the palm of her hand. Now the little bird decided not to leave the company of the happy prince who had gone blind now. So till this I had told you the story. Now we will start the chapter today. So this is the last third paragraph. Dear little swallow, I just mark it so that you can see it. I'm starting from here. So dear little swallow, said the prince, you tell me of marvelous things, but more marvelous than anything is the suffering of men and women. As I told you yesterday that what swallow do, he just sat on the prince's shoulder and he told all the story which he had it is seen in his strange land. So now what this happy prince is saying, that dear little swallow, said the prince, you tell me of marvelous thing, but more marvelous than anything is the suffering of men and women. There is no mystery so great as misery. Fly over my city, little swallow, and tell me what you see there. Now the happy prince said that, dear swallow, you are telling me such a marvelous thing, such a good thing and a beautiful things, and also what you have seen. But more marvelous than anything is the suffering of man and woman. Means ऐसी the thing which is the most painful is your marvelous is means extraordinary, wonderful. So wonderful things which you can tell me is the suffering of the men and women. So there is no mystery so great as misery. ऐसी कोई mystery नहीं है जो कि painful ना हो. So there's a pain in everything. So fly over my city and you just find it out what you are seeing in my city. So the swallow flew over the great city and saw the rich making merry in their beautiful houses while the beggars were sitting at the gates. He flew into dark lanes and saw the white faces of the starving children looking out listlessly at the black street. So when the swallow flew over the great city, what he had saw that the rich people are getting married in their houses, and in front of their gate, the beggars are sitting and they were waiting for anything to eat, or they were asking for anything for money. And he also flew into the dark lane where he saw the white faces of the starving children. White faces, why? Because जब आपको कुछ खाने को नहीं मिलता, what happened? Your body become very weak. So he is seeing that the starving children are looking out to the black street, to the lonely street, so that someone will come and give them food. Under the archway of a bridge, two little boys were lying in each other's arm to try and keep themselves warm. Bridge के जो नीचे होता है, so ब्रिज के नीचे वहाँ पर एक आर्कवे था. So the two little boy were sleeping there and they were lying in each other's arms so that they can keep themselves warm, because they don't have a blanket or anything to keep on to have on themselves to warm themselves. But what they have their each other arms, so that they get some heatness and they get some warmness by hugging each other, or by trying to keep them warm. So how hungry we are, they said. You must not lie here, shouted the watchman. Now the watchman came there, and he said that, why you must not lie here, you don't have permission to lie here. And they wandered out into the rain. और उन्हें क्या किया गया, वहाँ पे बारिश हो रही थी, and they that watchman said them to to be out of that place. Then he flew back and told the prince what he had seen. Now when he flew back means when he flew to the over that city, and he had seen many things, like the rich men are marrying in their houses, and the beggars are sitting at their gate. This is the first thing which he had saw. The second thing was that he flew to the dark lane where the white starving children were looking into the black street so that someone will come and give the food. And two boys were lying under the bridge archway to get trying to get lying in each other's arm to keep themselves warm. And then the watchman came there and he shouted that you must not lie here. So and they wandered out into the rain. So then when he flew back to the happy prince statue, what he had seen, he just told what he had seen. Now, I am covered with fine gold, said the prince. You must take it off leaf by leaf and give it to the poor. The living always think that gold can make them happy. Now what happened? Happy prince ordered Swallow just take out the leaf which was made by gold, and it was glided over all his body. Means उनके जो स्टैचू पे जो फाइन गोल्ड के लीव्स बने हुए थे उनके ऊपर कवर्ड थे, that happy prince told Swallow to take it out and go and give that to the poor and needy people. So and what the poor and needy people think that gold always make them happy. Why? Because if anyone will get the gold, what they use, they never use the gold. What they use, what they do, basically the poor people, they just went to the jeweler shop and they sell it out, and whatever the money they will get, they will buy a necessity or the needy things which the basic things of their life, like what, food, लाइक अगर आपके पास अगर उनको एक रूबी भी मिलती है या फिर एक गोल्ड का चेन भी मिलता है, व्हाट दे डू, दे जस्ट what are the chain snatchers do, they or the poor people or the thief, they just snatch the chain, or they just theft into the rob into the houses. What they use, they never use those gold item. What they use, they basically go to the jewelry shop and they sell it out, and from that money they buy their necessity things. So in this way, Happy Prince wants to say that the living always think that gold can make them happy. So leaf after leaf of the fine gold the swallow picked off till the Happy Prince looked quite dull and grey. Leaf after leaf of the fine gold he brought to the poor, and the children's face grew rosier and then laughed and played in the street. We have bread now, they cried. So now what happened? Swallow took out that leaf by leaf, leaf after leaf of the fine gold, and then they just go and give to the poor and the needy people. And now what happened? The children's faces grew rosier, and now they started crying, shouting that now they have a bread. Means why? Because after selling those fine leaf, they will get the money and they can buy the bread or the food items. Now page number 34, first paragraph. Then the snow came, and after the snow came the frost. The street looked as if they were made of silver. Now what happened? Snow was there, and you all know that that was not a good thing for a swallow to live there. So now the snow was there, and now the frost also there. The street looked as if they were made of silver because of the snow. So it looks like a silver was all around the road or all around the city. Everybody went about in fur, and the little boys wore scarlet cap and skated on the ice. Now the whole atmosphere was changed. The whole place was changed. The whole street was full of snow. Now the little boys were having a wore the scarlet cap and also skated on the ice. The poor little swallow grew colder and colder, but he would not leave the prince. He loved him too well. So, but the poor little swallow had not left the Happy Prince because he don't have a eyes, and he was a very good friend of. He became a very good friend of him. So it was but that was not a good place for him, because that place grew colder and colder for Swallow. He picked up crumbs outside the baker's door when the baker was not looking, and tried to keep himself warm by flapping his wings. Now what happened? He just to keep himself warm, he started flapping his wing, and to avoid his hunger, what he do? He just went to the baker's shop, and when baker was not seeing, he picked up the breadcrumbs and he eats the breadcrumbs. But at last he knew that he was going to die. He had just enough strength to fly up to the prince's shoulder once more. Now he came to know that he is going to die, so he don't have much energy. So he last time he just like full up his strength and fly up the prince's shoulder. And what he said, "Goodbye, dear prince," he murmured. "Will you let me kiss your hand?" Now what happened? He came to know that he is going to die. So once he put up all his full energy and fly to the prince's shoulder, and he sat and he said in a very slow voice that, "Can I kiss your hand?" And "Goodbye, dear prince, and will you let me kiss your hand?" "I am glad that you are going to Egypt at last, little swallow," said the prince. But the prince can't see, so he said that, "Okay, now I am very happy that you are going to Egypt at last. You have stayed too long here, but you must kiss me on the lips, for I love you." So he said that, "Yes, but you have stayed here too long, and now I know that you are going. So I just love you," and you just kissed on my lips. Now "It is not to Egypt that I am going," said the swallow. "I am going to the house of death. Death is the brother of sleep, is he not?" Now what little swallow said that little swallow said that he is not going to Egypt. He is going to the house of death, and sleep. Death is the brother of sleep, is he not? He is asking from that happy prince, and he kissed the happy prince on the lips and fell down dead at his feet. And after saying this, he just kissed the happy prince's lips, and he fell down and he was dead. At that moment, a curious crack sounded inside the statue, as if something had broken. The fact is that the leaden heart had snapped right in two. It suddenly was dreadful hard frost. Now what happened next is that as soon as the that swallow kissed on the happy prince's lips, there was a crack sound came, and it was broke that there was something broken, and that was leaden heart that was snapped right into two. Snap means broken suddenly into two parts, and that was the leaden heart which was made by the statue, which was in that statue. So the fact is that the leaden heart has snapped right into two. It suddenly was a dreadful hard frost. Now dreadful means badly. Now early in the next morning, the mayor was walking in the square below in company with the two councillors. As they passed the column, he looked up the statue. "Dear me, how shabby the happy prince looks," he said. So once the next day, what happened, the mayor and the councillor was walking in that area, in that column, and when they looked up at the statue, they said, "Dear me, how shabby," means how not shabby means not beautiful, means how dirty, or you can say the how it is looking. That happy prince statue was looking not so good, or in a very bad manner it was looking. So "How shabby indeed," cried the town councillor, who always agree with the mayor, and they went up to look at it. So now what happened? The two councillor who was also walking with the mayor, they always like कहते ना किसी के बात में हामी में हाँ में हाँ करना, तो वो जो बोलते थे सेम वो वही बोलते थे. जैसे लाइक इन वी हैव रेड अबाउट द चैप्टर इन द किंगडम ऑफ फूल्स, जो मिनिस्टर्स थे वो भी हमेशा किंग की बात सुनते थे. सो हेयर ऑल्सो those two counselor also says that how shabby indeed they are, the happy princes looking, because they who always agree with the mayor. "The ruby has fallen out of his sword, his eyes are gone, and he is golden no longer," said the mayor. "In fact, he is little better than a beggar." So now mayor said that, "Oh my god, ruby has fallen out of his sword, his eyes has gone, now he is not looking golden as no longer, and in fact he is looking as a beggar, because all the beautiful things have been plucked out by Swallow and give it to the needy, and they and the Swallow had given to the needy people. Now that happy prince is no more looking beautiful, as the golden things had been gone from his statue." "So little better than beggar," said the two councillor again. Now the two councillor was agreed, as I told you, he always they always said the same thing what mayor said, so they always agree with the mayor. So they also said that little better than beggar. "And here is actually a dead bird at his feet," continued the mayor. Now mayor had also seen that statue, so he said that, "Oh, a dead bird is also there at the feet of the statue. We must really issue a proclamation that birds are not to be allowed to die here." And the town clerk made a note of the suggestion. So proclamation means students public announcement. So mayor told that to the town clerk that there should be a public announcement that the birds are not allowed to die here. Now soon they pulled down the statue of the happy prince. "As he is no longer beautiful, he is no longer useful," said the art professor at the university. So now the happy prince statue was pulled down, as he was no longer beautiful and no longer useful. "Then they melted the statue in a furnace." "What a strange thing," said the overseer of the workmen at the foundry. So when the whole statue was get into the furnace, what a strange thing was happened there, that the workmen said that this broken lead heart will not melt in the furnace, we must throw it away. That the broken leaden heart was not melted in that furnace, so they decided to throw it in a dustbin. So they threw it on a dust heap where the dead swallow was also lying. So they throw that broken leaden heart at the same place where the dead swallow was lying. Dead swallow bird dead body was lying. Bring me the two most precious things in the city, said the god to one of his angels, and the angel brought him the leaden heart and the dead bird. Now, God said that bring from his angel that bring the most two precious thing of the city. So angel went there, and what she brought, that she brought that the leaden heart and the dead bird. You have rightly chosen, said God. For in my garden of paradise this little bird shall sing for evermore, and in my city of gold the happy prince shall praise me. So now what happened? God said that in my garden of paradise, this little bird shall sing forever, and in my city of gold, the happy prince will praise me. So in this way, the chapter had finished. And if you have any query, students, you can ask from me. Like anything, you if you are not getting it, you can ask from me. And tomorrow I will be taking up the question answers with you all. So students, just take care and bye bye.